what's going on, you guys, yo? I'm just gonna put this little quick video together because, yo, I saw some shit the other day that kind of pissed me off still. So I was on Instagram, yo, and then, I'm scrolling, browsing like usual. And then I came across this picture, yo. After I'm like, wait, what? I couldn't, at first I didn't know what was going on, but then, bomb, I was explained to me that this actress, Charlize Theron, whatever her name is, apparently she adopted this black boy and she's been making him dress up in flipping women's clothing, and dresses and all this type of shit. And I'm looking like, what the fuck is? So let me just keep calm. So I started doing some research and I found more pictures where this is a consistent thing that just Charlize Theron woman does, right? So I'm like, okay, this is fucked up. Me personally, I feel this is fucked up. This should not be happening. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell are they trying to push this gay shit on us? So, you know what I'm saying? On everybody. You're pushing it on the youth, them, and we have to accept this gay shit? No, we don't. We shouldn't accept this shit. Okay? So, here's why we should not accept this shit. First things first, I want to pull up something that Charlize Theron said. Okay, yo? This is Charlize Theron. So, this was on August 23rd. 2016. This is recent quote. So, Charlie Theron's bizarre theory about how HIV is transmitted is a new normal. Okay, so this is at some. Okay, so at the recent UN International AIDS Conference in South Africa, the actress Charlize Theron announced that HIV has no biological preference for black bodies, for women's bodies, for gay bodies. HIV is not just transmitted by sex, she explained. It is transmitted by sexism, racism, poverty, and homophobia. So let's hear what she said again. HIV is not transmitted by sex, she explained. It is transmitted by sexism, racism, poverty, and homophobia. You know what I'm saying? This is what she's saying. This is what the mentality of this woman is raising this kid now. Look, Matthew Hanley, a senior fellow of the National Catholic Bioethics Center, writes blah blah blah. Let's skip down to it. Statements like these, Hanley adds, sounds less like medicine than a strand of Marxism, cultural Marxism. So we don't even need to break down what this woman's talking about right here. This woman clearly doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. She's saying HIV is transmitted is not just transmitted by sex. Okay, I sincerely doubt that. Let's look at this. Let's scroll down a bit. Dr. Paul Church, a member of the Harvard Medical School faculty, was fired from his position at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center last year for telling the truth about homosexual behavior. That, as Brian Fisher writes at barbwire.com, it leads to higher incidence of HIV, AIDS, STDs, hepatitis, parasitic infections, anal cancers, and psychiatric disorders. So let's look at the history of AIDS, for example. Okay, many people don't know that originally the name that was given for AIDS was GRIDS, grids, which is let's get this up. Let's type it up, which is gay-related immune deficiency. So look at that. Gay-related immune deficiency was the name first proposed in 1982 to describe an unexpected cluster of cases of what is now known as AIDS. After public health scientists noticed clusters of Kaposi sarcoma, and these are words. What is that? Pneumococcal pneumonia among gay males in San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York City. During this time, the phrase gay cancer was also being used. So look at that, yo. It was concentrated among gay males. You know what I'm saying? Clustered. And this is where AIDS comes from, yo. So how is it that we have doctors being fired because of this, right? So, no. Let me start. Okay, so let's go to these articles that report on this. So let's look at this article right here. Charlize Theron's son wore a dress and the internet can't handle it. Okay, so long story short, this article goes, talks about how, nothing's wrong with what she did. Okay, so let's look at this quote. Apparently, the mom and son duo went out to eat, and someone snapped a picture of the event, which included a little boy wearing whatever the hell that he decided to wear that day because he's four. Those pictures made their way onto the internet, and pretty soon people were on their way reminding us why we can't have nice things. It's you know what, and you know what the thing is, the consistent argument these people bring up. Oh, the boy decided. What if the boy chose the word? What if the boy did? Listen, man. Listen. Let's just say the boy did decide to wear the dress, or he wanted to sit here and wear the dress. Let's just sit here and say that, okay? Yo, do kids make the decisions in the household, or do the parents, Because let me show you something, When it comes to kids, kids will do what's best for what they feel is best, but what is not best for them. Let me show you an example. If you leave it up to the kids to eat what they want for breakfast, you know what they're gonna eat for breakfast? Chips, cookies, flipping pop, and ice cream, Okay? If you leave it up to the kids to go to school, they're not gonna go to school. They're gonna sit home all day, play games. Okay? They're gonna flip in not bathe. Okay, so all the stupidity about talking about, oh, the kid decided he wanted to. Shut the hell up with that garbage, B. Because guess what? Kids don't know nothing. Kids are supposed to be taught. Let me show you something, This kid don't know shit about no transgender, nothing about that. So all that garbage is trash, B. Talking about your kid decided. So, anyways, though, let's see what's next. So, look at that. Here's a ridiculous thing about this. Some of these comments accuse Theron of having some deep, dark political agenda, using her son as a pawn. Let me tell you something, When we can sit here and read quotes that this woman's sitting here talking about, oh, HIV isn't transmitted by sex, and it's actually transmitted by sexism, racism, pop. Listen. She's on some shit, Okay? So, let me pull up this other quote, because people like to sit here and say that people are born gay or whatever the case is. And you know what's interesting, on the 23rd of August, which, this is interesting how all this shit just happens to come out. You know what I'm saying? A new study, gay people not born that way, sexual orientation not fixed, U.S. study. You know what I'm saying? So, look at this. Let's look at a couple of quotes. The notion that sexual orientation is predetermined by biology is an important part of the current LGBT discourse. If a person has no choice over whether to be gay or not, society cannot demand that he or she be straight. So the argument goes. Let me tell you something, that is garbage, Because if that was the case, realistically, you guys are giving an opening for pedophiles to come in and say, if that's the case, how we can't choose. We can't choose what we're attracted to and what we do. So how can you guys lock us up? Listen, that's garbage, That's garbage. Anyways, but regardless of its political worth, the born this way paradigm is not backed up by sufficient scientific data, according to a new paper published in the autumn issue of the New Atlantis, a journal focusing on political, societal, and ethical ramifications of technological advances. The study does not claim that being gay is a choice, merely that stating the opposite may be true. So you can look up this 144-page paper written by Dr. Loris S. Mayer. You know what I'm saying? And you can go look deeper into it, right? So, drawing on studies in fields varying from neurology to social sciences, the author wrote that the understanding of sexual orientation as an innate biologically fixed property of human beings, the idea that people are born that way, is not supported by scientific evidence. So let me tell you something. As of 2016, August, there's no evidence saying that, So all you people talking about, oh, they might be born that way. It's garbage, Let me tell you something. No 5-year-old doesn't know shit about transgender nothing, dog. Okay, They don't know nothing about that, So, and gender identification. Let me show you something. That's what you call indoctrination, And based on what Charlize is talking about, you know what I'm saying? This craziness, what this woman's talking about right here, talking about sex, HIV is not transmitted through sex, You know this woman's on some shit, And there's another thing I want to bring up, Okay, Dr. Paul McHugh, former head of psychiatry at Johns Hopkins University, finds that 70 to 80% of all children with transgendered feelings grow out of it. This is important because the media has already told parents that children confused about their sex should consider whether they are transgender. Let me show you something, So you're sitting here telling me that you got these people out here that's promoting sex change for these kids. That is something that is a temporary thing that's going through their mind. Okay, it's something that they can grow out of. They can start playing soccer and playing baseball or play video game. Next thing you know, bomb, it's out of their head. And yet you guys are advocating that these kids should, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, what's that word I'm looking for, yo? Disfigure. That's not the word I was looking for, but these kids should disfigure themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because of some kind of yo, listen, this is garbage, B. This is garbage, man. This whole transgender shit is stupidness, yo. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, these guys are trying to push this shit on us, and nah. We ain't accepting this crap, yo. We ain't accepting this shit, yo. This ain't normal. And then on top of that, we have this flipping white woman that's adopting black kids and pushing this shit on them, yo. Get the fuck out of here, B. Get the fuck out of here, yo. This is garbage, yo. So I just wanted to touch on that, yo, because differently I didn't like that, yo. I seen that shit and I'm just like, nah, man, this is not cool, yo. It's not cool, yo. But anyways, yo, bless up, peace up.